Hello everyone, I thought I would show you another DIY. For this DIY, what you will need is a shadow box. This one was given to me, but I know you can get them at Hobby Lobby and probably Michael's or Joann's. You're going to need some seashells. Again, these were given to me. So you can find them, I'm sure, at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, any craft store, or if you're lucky enough, you can just go out your front door and go to the beach and go pick up some off the beach. You will also need paint, colors of your choice, a sponge, and I have here a regular kitchen sponge that's double-sided. I'm going to try to use this side as kind of like a sandpaper, paintbrush, and then I have this sponge. And you'll also need a styrofoam plate to put your paints on. And I have covered my working surface with a plastic trash bag to help protect it. So let's get started. So what you want to do is you're going to cover your glass with painter's tape, newspaper, something to protect it. And you are going to separate the front from the back. Mine has these little clippy things, and it'll take it right off. Alright, so I want the inside of my box, or the background for the seashells, to be baby blue. So I am going to take, and I'm going to use my paintbrush first, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the inside of that. Alright, now I have painted the inside of my box and the sides. I am going to let this coat dry, and now I'm going to set it aside, and I am going to get started on the front. Now for the front, I kind of want it to match a little bit, but not completely, the crate that I have in my classroom. Sorry about that noise if you heard it. It was my daughter walking by and she bumped something. But I kind of want it to match a little bit, so I am going to experiment with this sponge and see how I like it, and however it turns out is how it's going to turn out. So right here I mixed a little bit of this barn red with a little bit of this melted chocolate, and that's the color I got. I'm going to use the sponge and I'm going to paint around the edge. Alright, so I don't want to cover up all of the wood details of this paint of this wood, so what I'm doing is I'm just dipping the sponge, the corner a little bit, if you can see that. I'm just dipping it a little bit into the paint, and then I'm just dotting it on there, and then I'm rubbing. And that's all I'm doing to make it, give it a little bit of a kind of stained effect and weathered effect all at the same time. Alright, so I put a little bit on the edges, and again I used the rougher side of the sponge. I just dabbed it in the corner and dotted it on, and then just rubbed it across it, and I did it on all four sides, and I did it on the front a little bit. I'm debating if I want to do it on the side where I put baby blue, so that way if you see it from the side, I think I might. So if you see it from the side, you get the same effect. Right now I'm going to let baby blue finish drying, and I'm going to let the brown finish drying, and then we'll start the next part. So now I have covered the front of it, of the frame, a little bit with the brown, the sides, and I went ahead and did it to the sides of where I had painted the light blue. And just by the way, the blue in here is Cool Blue in the Apple Barrel Plaid brand. Now next I'm going to go ahead, and to help make this match my crate that's in my classroom, I'm going to use blue, and we are going to use Admiral Blue. And here is the Admiral Blue, and all the paints I'm using in the same brand. What I want to do is I want to use the same effect where I put it on the plate. I take the rougher side of the sponge, I dip it in the corner in there. You can kind of see where I was experimenting a little bit, and I dot it on, and then I just brush it out. And I was experimenting on the back to figure out which blue color I really wanted to use and if I liked it with a little bit of gray in it or not. So let's get started on painting the blue on here. And again, just to show you, I am just taking the corner and getting just a little bit on there, not too much, and then I'm just going over it like this and then just rubbing it until I get the pattern that I'm kind of liking. And here is the finished frame. As it dries, it does start fading a little bit, which I'm really liking, and I'm hoping that it continues to look like that, as it will match the crate perfectly. Now what I'm going to do, since my paint is all dry, I'm going to take the seashells and I'm going to put it inside here. So now the seashells are in there. Let's see if the lid fits on. And it's not fitting on securely. And sorry for the light that was in the glass. Clouds rolled in, so we lost our lighting. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to play with seashells so I can get a better fit. And here is the finished product. You just have to make sure that you can fit the glass on there, and then make sure that those little clasps go down into the grooves securely, and I might hot glue it just to make sure that it stays secure and safe, so when I go to pick it up and move it around, all these don't fall out. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this DIY, and God bless.
And if you like this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe.